Let's start with a quick look at the overall crypto market before diving into Solana, because context matters right now. The broader crypto market has been moving sideways with short bursts of volatility, showing signs of consolidation rather than panic. Bitcoin and Ethereum are holding key levels, and while traders are cautious, capital is quietly rotating into strong Layer 1 ecosystems. This kind of market usually rewards projects that are building aggressively behind the scenes, and Solana is clearly one of them.
Hey everyone, it feels like the crypto market is kind of just taking a breath right now, doesn't it? But while things seem quiet, some projects are making absolutely massive moves under the radar. And today, we're going to talk about one of them, Solana, and how they're using this quiet time to build something huge for the future. So it begs the question, right? What exactly is hiding underneath the surface of a so-called boring crypto market? Are there opportunities just sitting there, waiting in plain sight? Well, as we're about to find out, a market that looks quiet can actually be a goldmine if you know where to look. Okay, so first things first, let's set the stage and talk about what's happening in the crypto market right now. Yeah, on a surface, it might look like it's just moving sideways, but believe me, that is not the whole story. What we're seeing is something called consolidation. Think of it like the market just catching its breath, It's building a really solid foundation instead of just bouncing around based on hype or, worse, panic. And honestly, that's an incredibly healthy sign. But here's the thing. Underneath this calm surface, something really important is happening. The smart money, it's not just sitting on the sidelines. Nope, it's quietly moving, rotating into strong Layer 1 ecosystems. Those foundational blockchains like Solana that are heads down just building. In times like these, it's the projects with real substance that really start to shine. All right, so keeping that context in mind, let's zoom in on Solana. Because while its price might look stable, their strategy, well, that's a whole different ballgame. See, the momentum Solana is building isn't just about hype. We're talking about real, tangible, on-chain development and an adoption rate that's actually growing. These are the vital signs you look for in a healthy, long-term project. And a huge piece of this strategy is their Solana Accelerates event happening in Hong Kong. Now, this is not just another crypto conference. No way. Think of it as a major strategic push to seriously expand their global footprint. And this event is a really big deal. It's all about building real infrastructure, not just drumming up some temporary buzz. By zeroing in on Asia, Solana is tapping into a massive market, right? They're aiming to bring in serious institutional investment and grow their developer community. It's basically them planting a flag and saying, hey, we're here for the long haul. Okay, now let's talk about a major catalyst that has the entire Solana community buzzing. And that is a really smart strategic airdrop that's all about rewarding the people who actually use the network. So what even is a strategic airdrop? Well, the key word here is strategic. This isn't about just throwing tokens at people to attract short-term speculators. Nope. The goal is to reward the loyal users, the early believers, and give them a real stake in the network's future. And when you do that, you build a much stronger, more committed community. And get this airdrop isn't happening in a vacuum. It's actually a key piece of a much bigger puzzle, the Solana Mobile strategy. The plan is super clear, step by step. First, they launched the Web3 mobile products. Then, they announced the SKR token. And now, they're airdropping it to early users. Why? To kickstart this incredible flywheel of growth for their entire mobile ecosystem. It's pretty brilliant, actually. And the timing here is absolutely crucial. They're doing all this while the market is still kind of cautious. It's a classic move. You know how people say hindsight is 20/20? Well, these are exactly the kinds of opportunities that look so obvious later on, but most people miss them when everyone's feeling a bit hesitant. All right, let's switch gears for a second and follow the money. Because if you want to know what's really happening on-chain, you look at the data. And the story the stablecoin flows are telling about Solana, it's a compelling one. I mean, look at this. The data is showing a massive, absolutely undeniable surge of stablecoins flooding onto the Solana network. This isn't just numbers on a screen, and it's definitely not speculation. We're talking about real, tangible liquidity pouring into the ecosystem. And we're not talking small amounts here. We are talking about over $1.5 billion in growth in a really short amount of time. That number all by itself should tell you that something pretty big is brewing. So yeah, what we're seeing here isn't just a slow trickle of capital coming in, it is an absolute explosion of liquidity. And that, my friends, is one of the most powerful signs you can see for a thriving blockchain. So you might be asking, okay, why does this matter so much? Well, think of stablecoins as the fuel, the lifeblood for everything that happens on-chain, from DeFi and trading to simple payments. When you see this kind of explosive growth, it's a massive signal that the big players, we're talking institutions, whales, serious users, are getting their capital ready for action on Solana. Okay, so let's recap. We've talked about the quiet market, Solana's global strategy, that catalyst of an airdrop, and now this insane stablecoin data. Let's put all these pieces together, connect the dots, and see the big picture that's starting to emerge. When you lay it all out, the picture becomes incredibly clear. First, you've got a stable market that's acting as a solid foundation. Then you have this super strategic global expansion into Asia. You've got a perfect catalyst, the SKR airdrop, to get the community energized. And to top it all off, you have the hard data showing that institutional money is pouring in. It's not just one thing, it's all of these factors converging at the exact same time. And all of this leads to one major conclusion. Solana is not playing the short-term price game. This is a classic counter-cyclical move. They are strategically positioning themselves for the next massive wave of crypto adoption by putting in the work now while everyone else is just waiting. And this really just says it all, doesn't it? Real opportunities don't always come during hype cycles. The truth is, the biggest wins in this space, they're often built quietly, behind the scenes, when things feel calm, just like they do now. So, what's the final word here? It's simple. Keep your eyes on the fundamentals. Pay attention to what's being built. Because in the wild world of crypto, the real story, well, that's often written in these quiet moments.
If you're in Canada or anywhere else watching crypto from the sidelines, this is a reminder that real opportunities don't always come during hype cycles. Sometimes they show up during calm, boring markets, disguised as ecosystem updates and airdrops. Keep your eyes open, stay active, and most importantly, stay educated. If you found this update useful, make sure to like and subscribe for more Canada-focused crypto insights. This is not financial advice. Always do your own research. And for real-time updates, airdrops, and Solana ecosystem news, follow our Telegram channel at @PolarByte.